everyone's favorite pirate, recently confirmed to be a furry and gay, to absolutely no one's surprise, honestly, at this point. But that doesn't matter, because did you know he worked at Blizzard for 7 years? That's right. He did Q&A and some other Nepo baby crap. And his dad was the original World of Warcraft guy from South Park. Woohoo! I bet you respect his opinions now, don't you? Software. In any case, he decided to do one of the stupidest things yet again. I know. We're currently on the 27th step of how can Pirate Software keep doing these stupid self-destructive things constantly in a row without taking a break. But he did it again. He decided to respond. He decided to respond to the allegations that happened like literally 2 days ago about the fact that he got his mod to donate bits for his Twitch stream. And we're gonna look into this. I know we already looked into it yesterday, but here's the twist, okay? I'm not lying when I say it, and I know this is gonna surprise a lot of you. But I think Pirate Software is innocent of this. Again, I am a fair person. I may not like Pirate Software. I may not like a lot of these people, but I am 100% genuine. I do not work off of malice with these people, even though I think a lot of them do not deserve any kind of sympathy in most cases, especially the political streamers. And I am fair. At the end of the day, no matter what happens, I will always be fair. And if that gets me hate from these losers, so be it. I am above it. But in any case, I think Pirate Software actually didn't do anything. I don't think he paid his mod, honestly, to donate stuff to him so his charity event keeps on going. Well, we don't know if that's true or not, but let's just work for the sake of argument from that part, because this makes Pirate Software look even worse and stupider and more insane. Let me explain, okay? Let me explain. Let's get into this. This was his response.
Like, that's been a public thing forever. I think I even talked about it on there. That's against TOS, though? No, it is not against TOS. It is absolutely not against TOS to have somebody use their own money to buy subs and bits for the channel if they want to.
So, this is just 11 seconds in of a 57-second clip, and we already have 3 lies. So, first of all...
Like, that's been a public thing forever. I think I even...
No, it has not. You intentionally tried to hide it when it first appeared here, and you instantaneously clicked off of a random disc because you didn't want people to see them. This may have been public, but this is not something you wanted to talk about, okay?
Being 50,000 bits.
We're going to watch that clip a little bit later. Moving on.
There. That's against TOS, though? No, it is not against TOS. It is absolutely not against TOS to have somebody...
In his context, it's true. It's not against TOS. But wait a minute.
Use their own money to buy subs and bits for the channel if they want to.
So this is just classic Pirate Software. Once again, like this is the Asmongold approach when he's defending Pokemon effectively. 1-for-1 moveset right there. Okay, this should be called like a fucking chess opener or something at this point. He kind of goes into what's happening. He fully tries to capitalize off of this being a hot thing, but he doesn't actually address the argument. No one is claiming that the mod paid his own money. People are saying that you paid the mod to buy things for you, or that you were going to repay your mod because you wanted to get the benefit off of the hype train keeping on rolling on, and so like that. So what Pirate Software just does here, and this is his argument for virtually everything, the last time he actually tried to talk about the situation to set the record straight, he did the exact same thing. He kind of went in the direction of what people were saying, but stopped right before it, and then made the conversation about something completely else that looks that looks like no one cares about, and completely avoids the actual complaint being levied against him. This is how he handles all and every criticism, pretty much.
That in no way was triggered by me, nor was he compensated for that or reimbursed for it. That is not against TOS. So it's a shit joke at this point.
It's not a joke.
Just because you heard it on YouTube doesn't mean it is.
Oh, let's instantaneously try to discredit everyone who's talking about it. And by the way, his horrible response is not actually the main point why I'm showing you this. There's another point why I'm showing you this, which is gonna make him look even more pathetic.
Yeah. In fact, I guarantee that you could go to thousands and thousands of communities across this entire platform and find lots of different moderators supporting the stream. Do you know why? Because moderators are generally the first fans of the stream.
True, but completely irrelevant because this is not the concern. No one's claiming that your moderator is not allowed to donate to you on stream if you feel about it. Okay, if he feels like it. But when you have a exchange like this, you kind of start to have a little bit of questions. You kind of start thinking intrusive thoughts, you know?
That is how that works in every community on this platform.
So everyone's at fault, not only Pirate Software, but everyone. Okay, this is not just trying to minimize the situation by omitting details of it and blatantly lying about some parts of it. He's also trying to say, oh, why are you mad at me? Everyone does it. Which is a horrible argument in general.
And people somehow don't understand that because you're blinded by your dislike of me. And I understand that you're upset at me, but you have to stop making shit up to be mad about.
Or you could actually, once in your life, address the things that people are mad about and see what happens. Maybe something... No, nothing's gonna change. But software is too much of a hack.
It's stupid at this point.
Also, I love that he's trying to code. I bet he hasn't written a single thing here in the past, 1 hour of his stream, and he's just talking about, oh, I have a ferret rescue, which is pretty cool, but I kind of fear for the ferrets, considering he's a furry and he's into ferrets in a sexual way, as far as we can currently tell with everything about this guy. But in any case, so here's the donation.
Serendipitous Bean with 50,000 bits said IRL friend of Kronos and excited that they are now free from corporate.
I know.
Love your stream and what you do for people here. There aren't many cool or supportive streamers left once they get big like this. Stay cool, bud, and tell Kronos.
They're glazing! God damn, there's no donut, there's just glaze.
That Ben sends their regards.
I'm sorry you had to know Kronos in real life, just like me.
500 bits said when is Yar pregnant man going to be real?
No.
Steve.
Okay, so if you didn't try to fake it, no one's claiming that your mod cannot donate to you. But when your mod goes out of his way to make a false account, an untrue account, an alt account, he says that he's gonna donate to you to keep, assumedly, the hype train or whatever the thing is alive, so it doesn't go to charity, by the way, because God forbid money goes to charity, ain't that right, Pirate? Software. And he pretends that he doesn't know who that is. It all suddenly seems extremely sus, by the way. And here is the conversation in general. So let's read it in case you haven't. It's a little bit hard and iffy to actually make out, but let's see if actually this helps. Kind of a little bit. ITE, I have no idea what that stands for. But we're missing a little bit of this conversation. So first of all, I'd like to say, if Pirate Software did nothing wrong, he can just publish this conversation. It's still there on Discord. It's still there. You can easily just take a screenshot of the full fucking thing. And there you go. You just cleared your name for the first time in 2 years, but that's a different story. Let me know if you do. Bits is going to be the best way to do it. Due to the return, if you need to save it. So, first of all, this conversation instantaneously, from what we see, instantaneously doesn't mean like, hey, gay pirate, Tor, I love you. I'm your moderator, Kronos. I'm gonna donate to you also because I am interested in this. Now, for off the bat, what we're seeing here does not seem like this is, just like a basic cool thing that normal to people do. Now, bits rather than tier 3 subs. Tier 3s might be better, don't know. Bits is 80% return when you buy them in bulk. Have you bought any yet? Now, again, I actually firmly believe this is not pirate software trying to scam a situation to actually, use his mod to keep his hype train up, okay? And that's very important after we finish reading this, okay? Just keep that in mind. It's a slow build-up, I know. I've done 100 tier 1s on my personal, ready to do 40 tier 3s on an alt. Can do bits instead or both. Did 50k bits at 20 seconds left. Okay, so this is intentionally to save the hype train stream or whatever. And then Pirate says, "Ok, what is the alts account?" And then he says the alts account with with the donations we just heard here. And then, Pirate says, didn't mention this to the, not Pirate, but Kronos. Didn't mention this to the mods either. So this is like hidden from everyone, except Pirate. Now the challenge is to clear the queue, so it doesn't specifically go to charity. Because you can't refund that, by the way, I'm pretty sure. So, that's the conversation. This conversation does not look good. But I'm assuming any conversation in pirate software probably looks fucking painful and awkward, to be honest. The trick about all of this is, this is not a big deal. I think that pirate software is innocent in this situation. Yes, miracles happen. And all of this could have just easily been avoided if pirate software did not feel like being a fucking uptight dick about the situation and just respond into a normal way, like you saw, not like you saw at the start. Because again, after knowing all of this, after everything that I said, do you honestly think anyone would be talking about this or being even remotely mad if he did not now answer in this fucking way? No, people would be fine. If Pirate Software didn't try to call everyone who doubted him stupid for like 50th time this month only, this would have all been over. This would already have all blown over and would have been fine. But no, Pirate Software's frail little ego does not allow that. So he needs to attack you, discredit you, and say that everything he does is literally from the fucking hand of God itself. All of this could have been avoided if Pirate was just not a fucking dick for 5 goddamn seconds. He could have looked so easily in the right and no one would care. Pirate Software is truly the greatest lolcow to ever live. Even the most blatant situation where you can say, oh no, this is actually not that big of a deal. He just wanted to donate, so he asked me which is the best form to do so. I said this, because he wanted to keep the thing going. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? If I was a streamer and I had a mod and he said, hey, I'm gonna donate $500 so the hype train goes on, or something like that, I would be like, sure, knock yourself out if you want to do so. This is not a problem. And if he would ask me what is the best way to do it, I would say, well, just donate like this. I get the most out of it, and it's the coolest. Or, this helps the community more. But no, Pirate Software needs to call everyone an idiot and say that anyone who is thinking that he did anything wrong or anything is wrong here in general is an idiot. You just can't make this up. Well, actually, we are kind of making this up. He's making all of this up as he goes. It's insane. Like, Pirate Software is truly the cow that never stops giving. It is beautiful. Chef's kiss, boys. Chef's kiss. Bye.